Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 23rd of May, 2024. I'm Michael Thompson. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about, so let's get going. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed down almost 0.5% today to 7,812 points. Tech stocks did well while the big miners went backwards. BHP led the way down, dropping 2.5% after it emerged that Anglo American had knocked back a third bid from the big Australian. BHP now has another week to make a further bid if it chooses to do so. Rio Tinto, Fortescue and Wesfarmers were all sharply lower. NAB was the worst of the banks. On the positive side of the market, CSL did well, jumping 1.4%, as did Transurban. Telstra was up 1.1%. In corporate news, Nufarm dropped 7% after a slump in profits and revenue in the face of, quote, challenging conditions. In its latest half-year report, Xero reported surging revenue in the 12 months to the end of March, sending its share price up nearly 9%, the best on the day. Story number 2, the communications regulator is suing Optus for allegedly not protecting customers' confidential information ahead of the September 2022 cyber attack. The Australian Communications and Media Authority filed proceedings in the federal court claiming Optus failed to protect the confidentiality of personally identifiable information of its customers from unauthorized interference or access. It is, of course, the latest legal battle for Optus, which is also fighting to stop a report commission from Deloitte into the 2022 attack from being released as part of class action proceedings brought by Slater and Gordon. Story number 3, shareholders in Virgin Money, Britain's 6th largest bank that's listed on the ASX, have voted for a $5.5 billion takeover offer, and the group will leave the exchange. Building Society Nationwide will buy Virgin Money, which is listed here and in London. About half the shareholders are Australia-based. Virgin Money was created by the merger of Virgin and Clydesdale and Yorkshire Banking Group in 2018. The latter was a subsidiary of NAB, but was spun off in 2016 when NAB exited Britain. So NAB shareholders got stock in Clydesdale and Yorkshire, hence the listing here. Story number 4, the New South Wales government will extend the life of Origin Energy's Eraring coal-fired power station for at least 2 more years until August 2027 at a cost of up to $225 million a year. This comes after warnings the shift to renewable energy has fallen off track. Under the deal, Origin will seek to generate a minimum of 6 terawatt hours a year, about 3% of total generation in the eastern states' national electricity market, from the giant plant on the shores of New South Wales Lake Macquarie, according to the Financial Review. Origin will pay a fifth of any operating profits up to a maximum of $40 million a year should the plant operate at a profit during the extension period. But if Eraring is run at a loss, Origin can call on the state to subsidise the plant's operating capital costs. And finally, story number 5, record sales of artificial intelligence chips sent Nvidia's revenue soaring 262% in the past quarter, ahead of already lofty expectations, and the group expects growth to continue with the launch of a line of new chips. CEO Jensen Huang said the company will see a lot of revenue from its new Blackwell chips this year as it profits from exploding demand for the computing power behind generative AI, according to a report in the Financial Times. Demand for Nvidia's AI data center graphics processing units has absolutely surged in the past year as the big tech companies rush to develop the computing infrastructure needed to deliver AI products at scale. For the March quarter, Nvidia was making about $29 million a day in revenue. Nvidia shares are up around 90% this year and jumped 6% in after-hours trading to push through $1,000 a share. The company also announced a 10-for-1 stock split. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 23rd of May, 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, TikTok and Facebook. Join us tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.